lot of investors and a lot of accountants default to just using the FIFO strategy when calculating capital gain. And FIFO stands for first in, first out. When you have bought into a share multiple times, say you were doing dollar cost averaging, and then you sold some of it, the way you calculate the gain with FIFO is using the first shares you purchased first and then working your way through the different share parcels. Now, the ATO is really good in that it lets us have the flexibility over how we want to calculate our capital gain. And so there's FIFO, there's LIFO, and those are the two you might have heard about. But then we've got max gain, min gain, and minimized CGT. So let's jump into Navexa, and I'm going to show you an example of how these different strategies dramatically affect the capital gain. Here in Navexa, we've got a portfolio with a few of the usual ASX suspects in it. I want to take a look at this BHP holding to show you that we bought it back in 2018 for $33. We had a bunch of dividend reinvestment trades come through, and then we sold it in the 23-24 year for $41. So 41 versus 33, capital gain. If we go to the capital gains tax report, we can see up the top here that for that year we realized a $13,124 capital gain. And you can see here the two BHP parcels that we've sold. You can see the cost base, the sale value, and the ultimate capital gain that we received. But what if we wanted to reduce this tax bill by using a different CGT strategy? So we can come in here, and instead of doing a FIFO, let's try a minimized CGT strategy. Now our $12,000 or $13,000 gain is now only $4,300. But how did we do that? Well, you can see now we have a whole heap of other BHP records here. We have some capital loss records for BHP here. Now, how does that work? Well, going back to our BHP trades, you can see that when we did a FIFO and we were selling 430 of the quantity, back here, our first trade ever, so first in, first out, we bought 2,500. So it would have calculated a capital gain from the $41.980 through to off the $33 that we bought it for. When we changed it to minimize CGT, instead of selling this one, it's going to prioritize the parcels first that result in the lowest capital gain tax figure.